Students, I'm going to build this panel here, this one. So if I scroll down, it's this one over here, okay. And now there's one thing that's going to bug me here. I can see straight off is that it's a little bit unusual in the sense that we got this solid piece happening here. No, maybe not. What I want to do though is I want to keep the glazing size of this one here to match the glazing size of that one there. This one can be a little bit bigger because it's actually going to contain a door that'll get you out onto the it contains a door that'll get you out onto the balcony as such. Okay, so where do we start for this? We go File, New, Family. And we build all of these using the metric curtain wall panel template here. Open that up there. Okay, so that's what we get there. Now, if you remember, the first thing that I emphasized is that we want to build this panel to the same size, roughly, but as close as we can to the same size as. Let's try and get rid of some of these here. Get into the south elevation. There. Okay. Bear with me here. South elevation. Okay. And this one is 9205. 9205 by 3150. 9205. So back into here. Sorry, I've got so many of these open now. I'm getting confused. That was my original one there. Okay, and I might just keep some of that because it's this one we're building. Okay. Right. Now, found out where I was. So, 9205. Okay. Let's divide that in two. 9205. 4602. We'll do it 4602. Okay. So we'll just click on this. Let's change that. 4602.5 if you want to be precise. All right, now you can see that it's pushed out these reference planes here. So that is the full width that I'm dealing with. Now I'm going to move these as well, and I will need to unpin them, which allows me just to grab them and pull them out here. Okay. Now you can see that the intersection of these two reference planes is actually the insertion point for the panel itself. And again, if you've looked at the other videos that I provided, you'll know that I want to center the panel in this center of this particular reference plane here. So I'm going to create a couple more. And it is reference plane, and I want this about 140 because I'm going to make the panel thickness about 280. Okay, and then we'll come back down here and we'll do a 140 as well again. Now that's roughly going to be the width of my panel here, like so. Okay, now one other thing that I did that I thought worked out quite well on the last panel that I made was I inserted the PDF that we had, and mine is in documents. It's all the way down here. Okay, and there's the elevations. Now, I should have this at 1:100 before I insert this. Okay, so I'll move that to 1:100. Just move that one out of the way a little bit there. Now I'm going to do the insertion because the PDF was plotted at a scale of 1:100, and that's important. So documents again. Right, there we go. Okay, and make sure the DPI is 300 for this. Okay, and we're going to rotate it, and we come this way 90 degrees. Now, so that's correct. So what do I want to do? I want to shift this over here. You can see what I'm doing here. Pierce gave us a plan view of this, but he hasn't given us a plan view of this one here. So I'll be using some of that information and some of this information as well. So using my arrow keys here now, I'm just going to line this up, and you'll notice first thing is that my let's get in tight here. Okay. Yeah, you can see that the panel is slightly longer than the 9205 that we have now. You could work around this, or what I can do is I can select the panel, I can scale it. So using the graphical, I can go from this point to that point, and then what I want to do is come back is this distance here, right, which is approximately there, say. No, that's not bad. Okay, and if I want to be really precise, I will do that again. So graphical, I'll go from there to there, and then out to about here. Yeah, there we go. Now I can take that and pin it. All right, now that I've got that side done, I need to go into the exterior elevation here. So, and again, what we're going to do is just drag these reference planes out. Okay, just give me a message here, cancel. And it's not it's the reference plane that I want to move, not the reference line. That's locked into position. That's the reference level. So that's the bottom of your panel, basically. Okay, we'll just move these ones out here, like so. Now, what I want to do is this is going to come down to 3150. All right, and okay. Okay, something like that there. Now that's roughly going to be my panel size there. Okay. This is often very confusing for people new to Revit, is that this reference line and the reference plane are two separate entities completely, right? And if you were creating parametric height dimensions or something like that, you must kind of lock onto the reference plane and not the reference level. Anyway, you'll discover the joy of that at some point along the way. Right, so we've got that one, and we've got this one here. Now, basically what we've got to do is draw, we're going to do an extrusion. So we're going to draw a profile, right? And then we're going to extrude it up. And so we're going to start at the back here, and we're going to create an extrusion. So that's where my profile and my reference line come in very handy, is for this here. So we'll come out about 200 here, say, right? Now I need to go into about there. Okay, now I'll just do this roughly for the moment, 600 to approximately there. And again, we're coming out something like this, right? To there. Now, okay, so this one is bigger, but look what I'm going to do. If I want to maintain that angle, the simplest thing to do is just to mirror it, right? like so. Okay. Now I can go back into my line work here. I'm going to draw a line as far as there. Now you can see that this one comes right over as far as here. Okay, then it straightens out, and then I'll go back up to here, and then I'll go all the way back there. Now, that's roughly my panel shape, and the only thing I want to check is to make sure, as I said, I'd like this window to equal kind of that size there. It's going to look a bit naff if it isn't. So I can go back into my original one here, and I got to take off my dimension. So yeah, from there to there is 1900. Okay, so we'll go back to here, and let's just do a measure on that. And I've got 200 there, right? Okay, so I'm going to move this back to 1900. Right. Actually, because I'll keep this symmetrical, I'll actually do it from here. I'll move this one back to 1900. Now I'm going to take that one and just join it on here. Okay. Now, so that is roughly what's going to happen there. So we can do the extrusion. We can take this up maybe to 1350, something like that. And let's go finish that. Let's go into the exterior view and just drag it up so that it is 1350 like so. Let's take a 3D view of that. And let's just turn on the shaded view. Now, something like that there. Okay, so that's the start of it. What we're going to do now is we need these pieces coming across here. All right, so we're going to go into the left view, and we're going to make these. So again, it's a profile we're going to do. So we're going to do an extrusion, and so again, I'm just trying to remember how far we came down with the last one. So it is something like so. And it might be as far as there. No, something like that. If I go back to my original one here on the left view, so let's do a wireframe here. You can see here's the profile there. Okay. And let's just check a distance here. So it's around 420 or so. Okay, so let's go back over to this one. Let's check that distance there. 500. So I do want this at 420. So I'm going to take that and move it back to 420. Now, so I think that is the right thing to do here. Just delete that one, and then we'll come across. So we keep kind of a consistency, something like that there. Now I should be measuring this one as well. Now, if I've got that one done and it's not bad, I can actually select it, and let's mirror this one. Okay, let's find the midpoint here. We'll mirror this one down here. And if I go back to my south elevation, let's take a look at the plan here. So you can see that this one is a little bit smaller, all right? A little bit smaller. So let's go into the left here and measure this one up. And I think this one was a little bit too small the last time around, but I'll leave it. It's at 215, and I'll leave it at that. Left. Okay, so let's bring this one down to 220 there. Okay, and let's draw a new profile line and put that in there. Okay, so we'll just fillet these, and again, these are just sketch lines, so they are great to work with, like so. All right, now let's finish that. and go into our 3D view. And what we can do here now is pull this out as far as there. Let's just change that to hidden line, and we'll pull this one out as far as there. This one needs to come a little bit more now, like so. Okay, now we get those. Now what we can do here is we can use our join, and we'll join that one to this one, and we're getting a nice definition on the lines there. Now that's not bad.